Welcome to another episode of Organizational Research Methods. Sitting on the bike here is Eugene. Say hi, Eugene.
Hi, this is Eugene.
And he's sitting on a Harley home built, one that I built with a neighbor of mine in 2005. It's been to Sturgis twice. And we're going to use this as an example of total quality management of the Harley Davidson company. And we're going to talk about Samsung when we get done. We're going to introduce you to the work of Søren Brier, who's at the Copenhagen Business School and combines the work of system theorist Nicholas Luhmann with the semiotic approach of Charles Saunders Peirce. We'll take you through some of their theories today and talk about them as something you can use in organizational research methods. And Eugene is particularly interested in total quality management, so we'll make some bridges to that approach. So we're here with my Harley Davidson. It's not currently running. You can hear it turning over, but it's not getting any spark and the lights aren't coming on. So it's got full battery. So we're going to do some problem solving and figure out there's something wrong with the quality of the bike. And this is a home built, so I'm not casting any aspersions on the Harley Davidson company, but I will say that of late they've had to recall one of their newer models and replace the engines. And we're wondering if the quality of the bike, Harley Davidson, matches its reputation. I'm going to show you some photos in a second where I've gone to Sturgis twice. Once on an earlier model of this bike when it was green, and it was more of a chopper style, but it was very hard to ride without any floorboards. These are floorboards, and to have some places you can rest your feet from time to time. And a better windscreen. This made the second trip to Sturgis motorcycle rally much more enjoyable. But you got to have alternate transportation here, so maybe the bicycle is actually more reliable. This is a trike that I built, and that's it. You can close it. So according to Consumer Reports, Yamaha, Kawasaki, and Honda way outperform Harley Davidson and BMW in terms of reliable bikes with quality. Percentage of bike bought were problems, and again, BMW and Harley Davidson are way worse off than the Japanese models. So Eugene, can you tell us something about total quality management?
I'm studying TQM, and the meaning of TQM is the total means that it's involvement of employee in company, and also everything should be under the total. And also the quality means the requirement of the customers, and also customer perceive the quality. So it is very important. And also management, its meaning of management, yeah, it's same. Like we act in, and also the process, and also the kind of it's all about the supply chain, like from the front side to the back side. It is all connected with in the company. So it is very broad, but it's very important and essential for the organization. Harley has a lot of problem in quality, but the riders has a lot of fun.
You're right about that, Eugene. I went to Sturgis and my bike was a chopper, looked like that, and you can see here that there's a sign that says no riding with big ape hangers that are higher than your shoulders. And I had a lot of fun on the green chopper and remade it into the gold one we just showed you in the garage. And over the years, Harley has some amazing motorcycles, and they're beautiful bikes, and aesthetically they're quite wonderful, and you can just have a lot of fun going to Sturgis, going to see Doc Holliday's grave, camping out, going down to the different bike events, hanging out with your friends. But the bike itself, and I'm talking about my own home built here in particular, needs a lot of tender loving care and a lot of constant repair, and you better have an alternate vehicle. The Harley Davidson company has been having its troubles lately in attracting the younger rider and not just the old folks like myself. Well, the motorcycle's not working, so I'm here on the trike, human-powered motorcycle. No motor, I'm the motor. And I want to talk about how Charles Saunders Peirce might approach this whole idea of total quality management. So Peirce uses triads, 3 circles, and the firstness, the secondness, and the thirdness. Now the firstness is the qualitative possibility of total quality management, right? And that's what I call an anti-narrative, like forecarrying in advance for the possibilities and potential of quality management. Now the second circle is the actual fact, the actualization in events in space and time of total quality management. So in the first circle you prepare for it, you prepare in advance, like you prepare in advance for a baby. You set up your environment, you set up your language, you set everything up so that you can have this thing. There's a lot of training in advance to have TQM. And the second circle, the being of actuality, is the fact and relations in space and time and mattering, TQM. Now TQM follows certain principles, and those will be in the third circle, the laws, the universal general nature of total quality management. But that cannot always be fulfilled in the actual and cannot always be prepared for. So not everything, just because it's a law, doesn't mean it's always going to work out. In the case of Harley Davidson is an example. You can have customer focus as a principle, you can have leadership, you can have a process, you can have participation, but things can still go wrong even if you have a strategic approach. So if you have all 8 principles that we'll show in a minute, continuous improvement, decisions that are factual, a lot of beneficial supplier relations in the supply chain, doesn't mean you're going to actually have total quality management. And you can hear a nice Harley in the background.
There are 8 principles of TQM. It starts with customer satisfaction and total employee commitment and strategic thinking and integrated system, decisions based on fact, continuous improvement, effective communications, and process thinking.
Now we can bring in Nicholas Luhmann, and he has 3 autopoiesis systems. One is the socio-communicative language games. The other is psychical. They had the logical autopoiesis. The third is the sociological autopoiesis of the body. I have 2 issues with this model. I'm thinking that all 3 autopoiesis can be communicated. Here you have an example of a Samsung Galaxy phone, right, with an exploding battery. These were banned from, the Model 7 was banned from the planes, And I think that communicates all right about the body and the psychic and the biological concepts that I created. The secondness circle is being of actual fact, something in space, time, and mattering. And this third circle is being of law, general nature, governing facts in the future that cannot always be fulfilled in the actual or in preparedness. Here we'll create a new triad, 3 circles, this time involving TQM. With TQM, you have anti-narratives of forecaring how the organization functions to prepare for customer needs and evolving process of improvement. Second circle, TQM, is actualized and factual occurrence in time, space, and mattering. In the third circle, you have all kinds of TQM principles which you
Fun.
So that's total quality management.